and blue are more than ready for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Illinois' return team will have that offense backed up. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Complete to start this drive.
The quick passing game does several. It doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting long yardage, predictable situations.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Caught in the backfield, it's Dixon. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quickly to the tight end, and he'll make his way out of bounds. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me get...
Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Valentine. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Griffin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Used the play fake. Now to throw. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Smith takes the handoff. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They're getting this guy lathered up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes his connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They feed him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe they want to... Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their...
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Crosses the 45. He's loose. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Time to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on... The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Thompson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strickland. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Looking deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. 2nd and 10 here. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
They want to just keep throwing it. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The short hands, it's Thompson. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He's knocked down in the backfield. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they